Listeners, Divine Connection was one of the recipients of the Governor's Award in the field of Arts, Music and Literature 2026, receiving the award in the field of music. The award was conferred by Nagaland Governor Nan Kishore Yadev on 15th August 2026 at Dr. Imkong Liba Auhold, Lok Bhavand, Kohima. We are very happy to have the band members of Divine Connection here with us this morning. And first, I would like to give them time to introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Akam Jamir and I'm the bass player of the band.
Hi, I am Krisa Zolisichu and I play the keyboards for the band.
Hello listeners, my name is Obed Kat and I am the founder of the band Divine Connection and the lead singer of the band.
Hi, my name is Bandang Kichu. I play drums for the band.
All right, so first I would like to congratulate all of you on receiving this achievement. So to start with, can you tell us, what was the band's reaction when you first heard that you had been chosen for this prestigious award?
Well, first of all, thank you for having us in your program. We are very grateful and thankful to you as well. And the band's reaction is, it was common. And with a thankful heart, we thank God for the opportunity and the achievement that we have achieved. And we are deeply humbled and grateful.
All right. So what does this recognition that is receiving the Governor's Award mean to the band?
This is in many ways our equivalent of a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. So it's incredibly special to us. At first, it felt like just another award, but the overwhelming congratulations, support, and love from our well-wishers made us realize how meaningful this recognition really is. We must have done something right along the way. We receive it with great humility and gratitude, and honestly, it also reminds us that we can't take any shows or performance for granted anymore.
All right, so what do you believe this award recognizes the most? Is it the band members' talent or the journey that you have undertaken or your contribution?
I think this award recognizes all three together as a whole. My bandmates are all very talented. We are all very dedicated to what our part are to be done. We meet, we jam, we practice, we tour, and we've come a long way by God's grace. And as a team, we respect each other and we don't fail on our parts as individuals. So this teamwork and self-dedication all together build up well and we reach this far.
All right, so can you take us back to the beginning, how was Divine Connection and when was Divine Connection formed?
Divine Connection was formed in the year 2004 in the month of September, or the date 30th. Prior to that, all of us doing our own thing, as in, we all came from a different background, listening to different kind of music. One thing in common we had was we all enjoy listening to classic rock music and all those stuff. So that is something common that we have in us, and we thought we'll just come and team up and form the band and try to do something different. So that's where it began.
For me, as a drummer, I joined the band in 2009. I thank Obed and the previous band members also for picking me up. Joining the band, I learned so many things from them. We have done so many gigs, especially after winning the Best Rock Band in Award Recipient 2010. We toured almost all the cities in India and even in airport.
Okay, so Divine Connection is a household name now. It has become so popular, as well as it has been known to inspire, but more importantly, the band connects with people. So how do you think your music has created such a strong connection with your audience?
Most of our listeners are around our age and our peer groups. So there's naturally a connection. We play music that we genuinely enjoy, and our audience can relate to it. But the biggest thing is the incredible goodwill we have received from the public, our fans and families, our loved ones, and they were all amazing. They still turn up in big numbers for our shows, and at a time when large turnouts are becoming increasingly rare. When you look at the present situation, large number getting in a concert is very rare now. So, but still, our loyal fans, I should say, I don't know whether it's right, but our friends were very genuine. Our loved ones were very genuine. They genuinely loved us, and they want to be there whenever we are doing a show. So that is one, and we're extremely grateful. And I think being genuine and simply making music, we believe it has helped create that connection.
All right. So, was there any particular person, performance, or moment that played a significant role in shaping your musical journey, Akam?
I think this is the first time I'm talking to the bandmates here. And since our guitarist couldn't make it, he has prior engagement, so couldn't turn up to our awards ceremony as well. To that question, I've been playing music for I can't say so long because all my brothers are way too older than me. Yes, I started picking up the instrument when I was in class 2-3, and then I started to play bass as my instrument, and then slowly I started not so full in, but okay, this is my interest. And then, as you all know, Naga parents, they want us pachando officer who IPS. Somehow that was not in me, I suppose, and I thank our mighty God for giving me this opportunity, and as well to my brothers here who believed in me. Actually, me being the youngest, I didn't have much experience of what they have now. I thank God for these guys for believing in me as well. This will be my 4th year joining the band. Lots of memories. My musical career and journey started here. And from that onwards, I decided there is no turning back. They have also invested lots, time, money, and especially family. When family comes in, it's difficult for to put in time as well. But looking at them, their hard work and dedication, that made me realize, yes, I think I'm in the right track also. So the performance, I should say, every performance is a memorable one. But looking back to the performance when we started together, the 5 members here, that will be last year, yeah. The first show for Massive, I guess, at Redford. Starting from that, actually, that will be the most memorable one. And then I think we are going strong with these 5 members here. And then every moment from the day I started joining the band, it's never a dull moment for me, since music is in my blood and my veins.
Before I joined the band, actually I was a bass player in another band, and my partner and the present guitarist, my friend Maseve, we were classmates, and we started form a band when we were in high school. And after our graduation, we thought of to run a recording studio. And that moment, both of us are guitar players, and we really need a synth keyboard player, So I don't know how it inspired me, but the synth keyboard as my main instrument, and it was all self-taught. To be very honest, I silently follow many local artists here in Nagaland also. We Nagas are very talented. It can be a solo artist, it can be a classical pianist, or any rock artist or whatever. I follow them through social medias, and I got inspiration from all of them, young or old. And taking this opportunity, I also would like to thank the seniors, the musicians who joined the band, who was there in the band. Thank you so much for your encouragement, I should say. Actually, we were all influenced by watching other musicians and bands perform. Seeing what was possible on stage inspired us, me, to pick up our instruments and develop our own craft. For this, like my brother Agam mentioned, for this current lineup, our first gig together was at the Redford in Delhi, and that was particularly very special. It marked the beginning of a new chapter. But for the band Divine Connection as a band, winning MTV Rock On in 2011 was a major turning point. Kick-started a lot of things for us, and we are hoping this year's Governor's Award can do something similar and take the band to even greater heights.
For me, as a drummer, as a kid, I grew up watching my elder brother. His name is Akamati. He was playing drums. So I was watching him playing drums, and I got inspired from him. That is my musical journey, and I got shaped through him only. I learned some few things from him. So I just want to say thanks to him and to the band also.
Let me also share a few things about for this question. I was very young when I started singing, and then I am fortunate and unfortunate at the same time. During my time, thinking back of when I started, there were rarely local artists who are doing well in the mainstream, or you hardly get to see concerts going on, and then things were like that. And then I was like so much into singing. I love singing. I was so passionate about it. The church, the Sunday schools gave me the first platform to begin my career, I should say. That's where it began. So I want to give due credit to the church as well. And I'm sure during a time, like whoever were involved in music, a lot of people will have the same history, will have the same story, will have the same testimony about their musical career. And I was so fortunate enough. I don't know it was how people recognized, but I got the opportunity to gather up with some friends before Divine Connection came into being. I got the privilege to form a band, to perform, and to go to some beat contest. And my first beat contest was very long time back, and I was still very young. We won the contest. I won the best vocal, and one of my friend who was the drummer, he got the best drummer during the time. And the name of the event was Winter Beat Contest. And I didn't realize, but the organizers were silently hunting for talents, through that competition, and then they wanted to, form a band and perform once, to a few places here and there within Nagaland, and that's how it began. I got the main stage through those few events in the past, and from there on there was no stopping, and I developed more love for singing and developed more interest in being in a band and all those stuff. And so fortunate, the band formed, and then we thought because during those years, the opportunities and platforms were very rare. So we thought, why not form a band and then try to enter into some beat contest so that we get more recognitions. And then personally, before going into further, it was only the international bands that have really influenced me, made me realize that there is something else than any other profession. That is called singing or music. I have followed a lot of international artists such as Queen, Extreme, and so many other classic rock bands, and I really loved trying to imitate their voices and stuff like that. That's how it began. And then Divine Connection, first gig after forming the band was at Sears Bazaar. And there was this cafe. We did our debut performance. Because it was around during the winter fall, so that Hornbill thing was coming up. And we didn't know that there would be a huge band competition. Then the following year, it was in 2005, the state government came up with the concept of first National Hornbill Rock Contest. So we geared ourselves, we prepared for almost 5-6 months, I think, or even more. And then we participated in that. And God was so gracious. We could not win the competition, but we stood out the runner-up. That was the first Naga band to win the first, to be in the winning team for a National Hornbill Rock Contest. Fortunate enough to get the best vocal again. That's how things really started taking into shape, that I convinced myself I should never give up on singing or getting involved in music and so on. Over a little history of how I began as a musician, but these young talents, the members that I have in the band right now, the table has turned, because I, for one, looking at all the situations, I might have given up long time back. But then again, looking at the talents, the zeal, their enthusiasm on music keeps me going as well.
So glad to hear you sharing your experiences. However, more glad to know that you inspire, you motivate, and you encourage each other as well as band members. So I'm sure along the journey you have also met your share of challenges. So can you also tell us about the challenges that you have faced in this journey, as well as how did you overcome these challenges?
Yeah, the first and major challenge I faced was that those days there were very less instruments and gadget to get also, no? So we have to go and ask people to lend us, no, for the instrument and even for the practice place. So it was so difficult that time, and we have to practice without instrument also, no? I have to practice my drums with my thighs on the table. Without stick also, we have to make our own sticks like that with bamboo or some other sticks also, no? So that was the difficult and the challenging stuff I faced in my life, yeah.
Okay, very less gigs and payable gigs and space, also concerts and to practice and rightly mentioned. For me, it's very fortunate and I'm blessed and lucky to have my supporting dad, though he is no more. Study was the main focus for me, from my dad, to continue to study till masters and go even beyond that. But when it comes to music, my dad was very supportive. And the first piano that I practiced was not mine, but my sister's. She was taking classes, and it's very difficult to get her piano also. When she's out, I go and play the piano, and I watch lots of YouTube tutorials and all. And after that, I remember one day I was playing a hymnal. Usually my dad comes in the evening only, but that day I vividly now imagine that came. My sister, they're just beginners, and I was playing the full hymn, and my dad came and opened the door, and he said, "What are you doing?" So that moment he saw me, and he bought me a very expensive keyboard. And that was a moment that I was here. I started to play the synthesizer. I want to also mention something. I remember, though we don't have vehicle, my friend Maseve, Obed, and this thing, they were all outside, living in town areas. And that time I was living in my own village, so there was no vehicle, no taxis. I remember I took my sound box, that's handmade sound box, and the guitar to reach Kohima College to practice. It was a hard time, but now it's hard work paid it all. So this is from my side.
Considering the situation prevailing in our state, during a time when we started off, music as a career, the challenges was more than the achievements or success or the celebration that we could do it. Because first off, our parents was not very open to their children to take music as a career. Because thinking of our economy and all those stuff, they are also not wrong. Looking at a situation, they want the child, their sons, their daughters to become a doctor or an engineer or at least some qualified person who can, do anything else in life. But music was a big no for them. So forming the band and also to be a musician was quite a challenge. We first have to break the barrier from the minds of our parents. We need to make them convince them, and we need to make them accept what we are, being a musician. So that was the biggest challenge that we have had, and somehow we've managed to overcome that. I should say we have managed to break that barrier. Now that you see a lot of parents, despite their children's busy schedule in the schools, they still find time to send their child for a piano lessons, for a vocal classes, anything else parents have accepted. So I think that is one biggest barrier that we could have brought it down in the minds of our parents. So now I think silently and deep inside I feel that, we have done something, or, not only us, but so many other musicians who were struggling back then. Somehow we managed to, convince our parents now that things are more smoother, and we have so many resources and avenues where any child can take short-term course of music also, be it theory, be it practice, whatever. Everything is available now. There is one thing that I'm very happy about. Another thing is, again, some say that the music is a rich man's culture because it requires a lot of investment in it. Just to form a band, just to come up with one production requires a lot of resources. Not only time, talents, and skills, but also a lot of resources in it. And a lot of people does not realize that part. All we understand is, I'm not going against anybody, but this is how our society was back then. Things have changed a lot now, okay? I'm not complaining about anything now. But back then, it was like this. Even the churches failed to understand how difficult it is to be a musician or to be a singer. Though the churches have created a platform to its congregations. They know that, and everybody know that just to sing one song and to present one special number in the church requires a lot of practices, requires a lot of other informations and resources just to present one song. But never realize this is something that a person go through a lot, that it requires a due recognition, or at least that acceptance should be there, is what I was anticipating, but that wasn't there for quite a long time. Now that even the churches have realized, the society have realized, our government agents have realized, our civil societies have realized the importance of it. So I'm happy, I'm glad. Otherwise, I was wondering, even if we love music, even if we are so talented, where are we going to go after this? Because at the end of the day, we have to survive, we have to make a living out of it. And there was no ways that I see during the time. But we never gave up. I think the very reason of not giving up is the passion that we have for music, for the love of music. If we were thinking only in terms of business or, to make a living out of it only, then I think somewhere, some years back, we might have already given up music. So what I want to say is the love for music, the passion about being a musician is still, is another factor that has helped and shaped us overcome all these challenges.
Okay, so can you also share how important has your family, your fans, and community been in your journey?
Yeah, for that question, we are here because of them only, So we just want to thank you so much to our family, fans, and our community. They are our biggest support. Without them, we wouldn't be here. And what we achieve today, they are our pillars, our foundation, to which we are strong and going higher.
So talking about support and joining in this industry was very new to me. One of my biggest eye-opener for me as well. Actually, I don't speak a lot when things happen in band meetings and as well, but I think this is the good time to share. Yes, from my side, my family members are very supportive. I'll come back to that, but looking at 4 brothers here and everyone present in their family, because whenever we have practice, go play out tours, their main support systems are their wives and their family members. And just as a simple example, like cooking for us, things, stuff for us to eat. For me, that counts a lot in my life, because that small things that keeps me going as well. Me yet to get settled down, planning to, not sure when. If I expect my other half to do the same as well. Still now my parents are also supporting enough for me to continue career here in this band wherever I go. I should say my parents are my biggest support system. My dad was a pastor in Koimao Baptist Church, so my whole childhood was in church only. So taking music classes for 3 years as well. That itself is a big support that my parents can give.
Okay, when it comes to the importance of our family, our fans and community, they are the backbone of everything that we have achieved. We, all of us, 5 of us, all our parents, Benang and my dad is no more. Benang's dad and my dad, but all of our family members, our siblings, they used to pray for us. They used to pray hard for us, even for a small show, or even up to the extent of having a practice at home also, or in other jamming room, to unite us, the friendship that we have, and that is how family plays an important role in the band as well. I want to share something. The day, that was last week, we got the information from the department that we were selected to receive the Governor's Award. I was the last one to get the information. I was asleep that day. So I took out my phone and I just checked into a WhatsApp group, Divine Connection, and I saw Obed, text. So the first word itself, the first was congratulations. And I didn't read the whole text also, but out of excitement, I took my phone and I searched the contact gallery to call my dad, and I realized later that he's no more. That is how family, the the connection that we have, as well as like Akam has mentioned, and he did a very big announcement today. So hopefully our wives, they are our real backbone. Dress us up to take us on stage. All credit goes to our wives, our family, and then also to our fans. Our fans are incredible. They've supported us for years and continue to turn up for all of our shows. And to the community, every 5 members of us, we are all engaged or involved in the way or the other in community, in students' union, in youth organizations, in village levels, range, whatever. We are all involved, and we give our best contribution to the society as well. That's why God keeps on blessing us every time. And I cannot stress or elaborate more on that community, but the community, they are also one of our extension backbone. And that is one thing. And to our fans, we have very exciting new news. We have new originals coming up very, very soon. So stay tuned, and I hope you'll like our music and continue to support us.
I strongly believe that our families plays a pivotal role in our lives. By being a musician, I think, as I've expressed earlier, we have faced a lot of challenges just by choosing music, and we have fought a lot of battles. And also, we were fortunate enough to see a lot of achievements. If I may to say a few about the band, then we're fortunate enough. There are a few stars that we have in our shoulders. One would be runner-up of the first National Hornbill Rock Contest, going on and winning the national event, the MTV Beat Contest by the team Award Recipient, and crowned as the best rock band of India. And not only that, but we got the opportunity to travel across the country, and we have done uncountable shows. And I think those are the few we've been able to travel, perform, go anywhere we like, wherever we are being invited to perform, get to see the places, travel to a new destination, and all those stuff was only possible because of our families, our wives, our dear ones back home, leaving us free to do what we need to do. So we give due credit to them. We thank God for the opportunity, of course. We not only that, but also, like everyone have mentioned, our loyal fans, our well-wishers, they have never given up on us. I keep saying this again and again, but I think the one and only factor that keeps us going is our fans, our friends, our well-wishers. I think we will be one and only group, a band. We have never been trolled by anybody or anything else, even in social medias. We give thanks to God. Everyone have genuine compliments for each one of us. This is something that we're really enjoying it, and I think it's an achievement by itself. So we felt we have done something worthwhile, something worthy that, people have really developed the genuine love for us. We want to give them the credit also to our fans and to our friends. They have always been there. And the other thing would be, we all know that we have our own families back home, our parents, our wives, our kids. The best part is when we come together, we believe and we create a family environment within ourselves. And so there is another extended family, which we play our duties. We have our roles to play. So this friendly environment, this family environment is really keeping us going. And looking back at our lives and understanding all of them, I find that all of us are very family-oriented people. So we know how to have fun with our friends. We go outside, we do anything, but at the end of the day, we come back home. And we enjoy the moment with our families.
All right, so being one of the most established rock band in Nagaland, what advice would you give to young musicians in Nagaland who dreams of making it in the music industry?
Yes, as humble advice, practice smart and practice hard. Nothing beats that. Follow your passion, but understand that talent alone isn't enough anymore. Learn to create your own sound, develop your identity, understand marketing, and know how to present yourself. And most importantly, don't be a fake, be original and be unique. There's enough room for everyone to succeed. Don't be threatened by somebody else's success. Learn from it and keep it working on yourself.
I can't say advice also, but what I've learned, foremost, when you follow Christ, everything will fall under right places. Yes, we fall, we get up. That's our human nature, and it is what it is. I should say the biggest advice should be adding up to him again. You wake up in the morning, you have a day to live, and you think, oh, itu tu kuli na parola, itu tu mi na parola na pawai. We have a long way to go, and remembering that we should never give up. So that experience keep on going on me. I have lots of things in my hands and to achieve as well. That comes under one package: practice, hard work, dedication, never giving up, and as well to survive and to provide. Yeah, that's it.
The advice would be follow your passion, but understand that talent alone isn't enough anymore. Learn to create your own sound, like my brother Chris also have said. Be unique, be original, be genuine. That's what I want to advise our upcoming artists and upcoming musicians. But most importantly, I want to remind all of us that there are no shortcuts to anything. So they need a lot of time to practice. We all need a lot of practice after practice. And then practice is what, we can perfect ourselves and we can call ourselves professionals. When I mentioned this, I think back of those days when we used to have concerts. When Nagaland started off with concerts for 2 nights as a regular thing. Never was just 30 minutes or 1 hour concert or just 1 night concert. During that time, it was always 2 days concerts. So to fulfill the need and to cater the need of the listeners, 2 nights of concerts requires a lot of songs. Also, the shortlisted songs that we select on our own, sometimes after practice doesn't come out well, so we have to change it again. So it multiplies into 30-40 songs. And 30-40 songs is not a joke to sing in a night or even continuously for 2 nights. It requires a lot of practice. We spend months and months just to prepare for 1 night concert. Then another months and months for the following concerts. From there, I learned that nobody taught me that time, nobody guided me, but all by experience, I learned and I came to know that, to be a fine musician, to be a versatile musician, all we need is practice, practice, and practice. So I want to, just remind our youngsters, our upcoming, newer generation artists, that practice makes man perfect, and practice is all you need to become a professional musician. So keep practicing, and like my brother have said, and practice smart as well.
Okay, so if you could dedicate this award, that is receiving the Governor's Award, to someone, who would it be? And what would you like to say to them?
First and foremost, our God Almighty. We give Him all the glory, honor, and praise. Then our families, who have been the backbone of our journey, and our fans, friends, supporters, and well-wishers who have stood by us all these years. Being recognized as the first and only Naga Christian rock band to ever receive this award makes it even more meaningful. This award belongs to all of them as much as it belongs to us.
And finally, in conclusion, what would be your message to our listeners?
So, our listeners, thank you for listening, watching, sharing, and supporting Divine Connection. We have an official YouTube channel by the ID Official Divine Connection, and the same on Instagram. So we need your comments. Keep sharing, keep following us, especially the comments that you write in our contents, the funny ones and all those, anything, positive critics, anything. Keep it coming. Would love. We read it all and would love to respond to it all the time. And once again, keep sharing our music. And whenever we are playing in town or anywhere else, please come to our show. And let's support our local artists.
All right. Thank you so much for all the informations. It was indeed a pleasure having a conversation with the band members of Divine Connection. I once again congratulate you on your achievement and also wish you the very best in all your future endeavors.
Please like and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for the latest contents. Also, follow us on all our social media handles.